If you're a kids yoga teacher and you're interested in offering schools kids yoga classes to supplement their PE provision, then this video is for you. In this series, I'll be sharing 4 videos all around the topic of kids yoga for PE, physical activity and sport, and I hope you'll find it really useful. Let's get started. I'm Julia Hankins. I'm a children's wellbeing consultant, and I'm also the founder of Wellbeing Adventurers. So I mostly deliver workshops within schools and training for schools, and I also help other kids yoga teachers to do the same and to thrive in their kids yoga business. So now you know who I am, let's get into kids yoga for PE. In this video, I'll exploring why you might want to offer this as part of your business. So the first reason is timing. So at the moment when I'm releasing this, it's June, and in the UK where I live, this time of year gets really busy for me and my business Wellbeing Adventurers in schools, because in June there is Youth Sports Trust National Sports Week, which this year takes place from the 16th to the 22nd of June, but it happens around about then most years. There's also the 21st of June is International Day of Yoga. And then on the 23rd of June, there's Olympic Day too. And all of these tie in really nicely for sports provision in schools. And so quite often I'm delivering extra random days to schools that I wouldn't normally work in. So I'm doing this on top of the schools that I'm also working within on a more long-standing contract. So I work with some schools as annual contracts that I work with all the time, and then other schools have me in as and when, and June and July tends to be a really busy time for me for that. And so many schools do continue to have some sort of sports day, or series of days, in fact, or activity weeks at this time of the year, June and July. And it works really well for them at this time of year, partly because of the Sports Trust National Sports Week, and partly because assessments are usually over or coming to a close, and the schools are making the most of the weather if it's nice, and want to give children some experience of different physical activities. And so sports in schools in the UK, in fact, in June and July, it's really a big thing. And so if you're interested, in fact, in other times that might be great to contact schools, then you can get my freebie, the Special Dates Marketing Plan, which I'll include in the comments, and then that has it on some useful dates on the school calendar each year that happen that would be helpful for you to kind of tie in your offerings for things that you can do for them at different times of the year. So you might be wondering, why bother offering this to schools anyway? Why offer kids yoga for sports or for PE? Especially if you're the kind of person, not kind of person, but if your view is that yoga fits in more with kind of PSHE or mental health, then you may be wondering why tag it onto sports, because I think a lot of people view yoga as very, very different to sports, but I actually believe that it's a great complement to school sporting provision, PE provision, physical activity provision. And so the way I see it, as there's 3 main benefits, or kind of like groups of benefits to children, benefits to the schools themselves, and benefits to you in your business. And so the benefits for the children of getting into schools at this time of year and giving them an experience of yoga or mindful movement for PE or sport is that it gives all children an experience that they might not actually have chance to experience. So if you, like me, run other workshops, so either in the community or after school clubs, then you'll probably realise that it's a similar sorts of groups of children that come to you. And so there'll be some children that never ever have that experience of what yoga or mindful movement can feel like in their body. And so if we go in and offer these events within schools, then we're giving all children an experience that they may not have previously had access to. And that could be down to just their family belief, it could be down to finances, it could be down to just experience of the families. But, you know, we're reaching more children and giving them experiences by going into schools and teaching whole classes or big groups of children. We also know, we know ourselves, don't we, that yoga supplements our body and sporting activities in so many different ways. It helps us to be more mobile and supple, it increases our strength and our balance, and it helps us to relax. There are all of those beautiful physical, mental, emotional benefits of yoga that we're giving to children by doing this. And it also helps children connect to their body, because that's not something that happens in all physical activity that takes place in schools. I really feel like that's something that sets yoga and mindfulness apart from those other activities, is the way that it helps us to connect with ourselves and to our bodies. So those are the benefits that I see for children, although there are obviously far, far more benefits. Some of the benefits for schools in running these events are that it demonstrates to parents their commitment to give a wide range of experiences to children. Schools really like to show to parents and their community all the different, wide, varied things that they're offering. And if they can say that they're offering yoga or mindful movement or wellbeing workshops, then it's just another string to their bow and makes parents go, oh, that's good that they're doing that. It also helps them to engage all children. As we know, not all children, just like not all adults, are really into competitive sports. And also, not all children are really engaged in PE. And so this offer really helps the schools to engage more children. It helps engage the children that aren't really into competition, who aren't really into, you know, the running races or the kind of sporty things. It helps to engage everybody. I think it also makes it more accessible to all, because our classes can be fully adapted to suit all children. We can adapt our lessons to include children who are limited by a chair use. We can include children who are limited in many different ways that some other sporting activities cannot. I think it's also really great for schools, because our lessons can help make that link between physical, mental and emotional health, make that link more explicit, because that's just something that we naturally talk about in our classes, or I do anyway, and I'm pretty sure that you would too. So those are the benefits for children and the benefits for schools, but there are also lots of benefits for you too in your business. So one is that it helps you to connect to community. So if you offer other community events, such as other classes or workshops that you do in your business, then this is a great way for you to connect with key people in your community, build relationships and connections, kind of like a networking event, really, because there are just so many people in schools. And that takes me to point 2, which is it can really help you to grow your audience and grow your visibility, because there are so many people involved in a school environment. You've got all of the children, you've got all of the parents, you've got all of the staff, and then the staff, you've also got like the PCA, you've got the governors, you've got people who work within schools as freelancers who come in and do additional things for them. So there's a huge community that you can gain access to if you're working with a school, where you can be known for what you do. And you know, visibility is really important for us in our businesses to help us grow. Also, these events can be profitable. Schools will pay a decent amount of money for you to go and deliver this offering, and because it's a good thing that you're offering, so it's profitable. So I'm sure that there are many other benefits that I haven't even talked about here, but hopefully this just gives you a little flavour about why I believe that wellness practices such as yoga or mindful movement definitely deserve a place within sports and activity weeks. So I've decided to share with you a free Key Stage 1 lesson plan with you, so you can see an example of the sort of things that I might do, and you can get that by following the link that I'll include in the comments. So you can get a special dates marketing plan, and also a free Key Stage 1 sports day plan. You can get both of those. You can click in the comments and check those out. And hopefully you'll want to join me for the next few videos where I'll be sharing what you could teach on these events, how to organise the day, and top tips for successful ones. So yeah, if you've any questions about this or anything else, get in touch, and I'll either get back to you or I'll add it to one of these videos. And if you would like some more tailored support with this, then why not book a call with me, and I can support you to plan your offering in a way that works for you and your business.